In the realm of shadows where death's cold embrace holds secrets untold, a love we can't erase. Though parted by the veil, our souls entwine in a love eternal, a bond so divine. Oh my love, my heart's eternal flame. In this afterlife, our love will forever remain. No earthly chains can hold us apart, for in death's embrace we found our truest star. Through the twilight's veil, your spirit guides my way, whispering promises, dispelling my dismay. I see your gentle smile, a beacon in the gloom, a reminder that our love transcends the tomb. Oh my love, my heart's eternal flame. In this afterlife, our love will forever remain. No earthly chains can hold us apart, for in death's embrace we found our truest star. Through the twilight's veil, your spirit guides my way. We whisper.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a second. I am having the crazy difficulties tonight. And we got sirens going off in the background. There we go. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Welcome, welcome. Just leave a comment so I can see who's here. I've got my hot chocolate. I didn't do tea tonight. I did hot chocolate. I needed that kind of like warm, fuzzy, hug from inside. Got a little cinnamon in it. Looks like, oh, I don't think we're live over on Facebook yet. Hold on. Let me make sure that's working. Welcome if you're over on Discord. Hey, I got Facebook to, at least it looks like it's working. Yes, so we're live in the meetings group. And on YouTube, MamaCole's Nest and Divine Androgen, I believe. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hi, Lori Toe. Welcome over on YouTube. Welcome. Nice to see you. How is everybody tonight? I'm MamaCole. I'm a psychic medium with Psychic Insights. I'm a seer, a remote viewer, a psychic medium. I've had the gift since I was a child. I've had it pretty much my whole life. I talk to spirits. They talk to me. I'm also a crystal healer. I do divination of all kinds, tarot, ruins, pretty much anything I get my hands on I can divinate with. And what I do on Thursday nights during tea time is I give back. This is my time for us to share a sacred space. I go ahead and open our circle. I have a candle lit. I light sage, burn sage, cleanse our area. And this is a place for you to ask questions. We do pull cards. We pull crystals. Whatever I feel called to by spirit. And I call it spirit tea because spirit is always invited. I normally will open and we go ahead and invite our guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit in to help us. So if you have any questions, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments. Tell me who you are. Welcome, Shawnee. Sarah lost her turtle. Oh no, her turtle is missing in the house and Sarah's freaking out. She's looked everywhere. She's worried it fell in a what? Can you connect? I lost my freaking bank card like right before I came on. I'm like, what the heck? But I found my earring. These earrings have been lost for probably like 3 months. Turtle. Where's her turtle? Is Sarah? Okay, let's do this, Shawnee. We're going to put this turtle up here. We haven't even opened yet, but that's okay. Oh wait, I just got your name. I have new glasses, so please bear with me. They're like 2-3 weeks old, but they're bifocals. I'm having a heck of a time. I'm glitchy on your screen. Am I glitchy on anyone else's? Let me check my internet to make sure I put to the correct internet, because I should not be glitchy. Oh, I see why I'm glitchy. Give me a second. If I lose you, I will be. Yay, I'm back. Can you see me? It was glitchy. I had it on the wrong internet. I had it on the park internet instead of mine. So thank you, Lori. It should be much better for you. Okay, so now let's get back to Sarah. Sarah's turtle, her poor turtle is missing. And we cannot have that because it's winter where they're at. Sarah's turtle. And now this is my pendulum. What I do with my pendulum is I can ask it questions and it'll validate. See, that's a yes. It is in the house. It's definitely in the house. Do you have a couch that it could be like under or up and like it is wedged somewhere, but I get like he's wedged like in a couch or under a piece of furniture, couch, a chair. Do you have like a wingback chair? Like looks like kind of like an office chair or a couch that has like the sides and stuff. Let me know. But that's where I think it is. But it's definitely inside the house still. I'm so sorry. I could not imagine. I just lost my bank card right before, and I know where I had it. I don't understand. Good. Hi, Carrie. Welcome, welcome. So great to see you. I'm so glad you're here, Carrie. I'm glad you're doing good and things are on the up and up. I know your dad is super proud of you. So when you posted in the group and you said that you wished your dad was there to congratulate, he is. He's so right there. He's actually part of the reason things are happening and shifting. Okay, so always remember that they're always there. Oh, look at that. It just moved it. I didn't have to. So how is everyone doing? How is that? Is that better, Lori? Am I not so glitchy now? I have had a week already. I went to my daughter-in-law's this week and she wanted to wash her crystals. Oh my, I think I created a monster. I'm good now, great. She has more crystals than me, and she has some beautiful pieces, like very grade A pieces. So I went over and we washed all her crystals in salt water and cleansed them and cleared them, and absolutely beautiful. Then I came home to mine and I was like, ew. Mine are so full of, I do a lot of energy work and my crystals I use a lot. So I washed all of mine. And the energy is just so amazing. So tonight, I'll show you. That's one of my crystal bowls. And see how they're all clean. They're so beautiful. So tonight, I am going to pull some crystals. I have lots of crystals. I have this full. These are like really large pieces if we're called to hearts and stuff like that. But I'll probably be working from here. And I also do have my cards here. So it's just whatever we're called to. I do feel you might have some questions that probably need answered or experiences that you've had this week. Let's talk about it. This is our space. Okay, so what I would like you to do, if you're driving, please don't close your eyes. Okay, we're going to close our eyes and just take a few really deep breaths. What this does is helps, what I'm going to do is invite spirit in, let them know that we're ready to work and ready to receive, and also help you to calm your muggle mind and trying to shift into a more relaxed state to be open to receive messages. So go ahead and close your eyes if you're not driving or operating machinery. I want you to breathe in deeply through your nose, out through your mouth. I want you to continue to breathe as deeply as you can. As you breathe in, I want you to be breathing in gratitude, thankfulness, just for this day, even if it's just for the breath in your lungs. Breathe in. As you breathe out, I want you to imagine all the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the grief. Just blow it out. Don't need it. Let's do 2 more breaths. Now go ahead and keep breathing. I'd like to go ahead and invite our guides, guardians, angels, loved ones, our higher self, and source to please join us tonight. Please help us to receive messages openly and honestly. May the messages be clear and easily understood. May we receive beautiful validations that bring peace, comfort, joy, and are always for our highest good. Amen, aho, and so it is. Okay, and you can open your eyes, stop breathing. I mean, don't stop breathing, but you don't have to keep breathing deeply. What I just did was I created a sacred space for us. Okay, and I invited my guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and yours, and your higher self is like your ultimate self, like your higher self, your soul self. I invited all of them in, let them know we're ready to work. So with that, who has questions today? Sarah, have you located the turtle? Carrie said, yes, thank you. I'm super excited. Yes, I thanked my dad the second I got the good news. I know he helped me, the silver lining in losing him. Yeah, Carrie, you can put your crystals outside under the full moon, as long as it's not like if it's not eclipse energy moon or anything like that, yes, you can. I cleanse and wash mine in salt water, and I utilize salt and sun, and I have such a large collection, and I live in a public area. It's hard for me to put mine outside. When I had a smaller collection, I was able to put them outside, but what I normally do is I have them by the window, and I open the window, the curtains, and let the moonlight come in that way. But that's how I'm able to do it. So it's all about your intentions. Wait, where is he? You see my Carl? That's Carl. He's hanging out with us today. I had Tabitha somewhere too, but I don't know where she went. So that's how you charge crystals. You need to wash yours. Yeah, what happens is, I use sea salt, Kayla. What I do is I take sea salt. Hi, Nicole, welcome. I take sea salt and I put it. It depends on how much I'm washing, honestly. And what I'll do is I'll put sea salt, and it depends on what I am cleansing. Hold on. But I just take a bowl, put sea salt in it, fill it with water. Depending on what I'm cleansing, if it's one of my, like, if it's like real sacred stuff, stones, like my oracle stones and stuff like that, I'll put salt water, and sometimes I use purified distilled water. Like, I'm real particular, and I actually like flow the water over, or I run the water. I'll be running the sink, and I rinse them and just let them flow under the running water. And that's how I do. I just rinse them and clean them, and then just put them on a towel, and I hand dry every single one. And what's cool is when you're washing them, you start looking at the beauty. Like, you forget how these crystals came to you. And as I washed every single one, I remembered where I got it, when I got it, what I got it for. This is a silver sheen obsidian that I got for graduation, for protection and stuff, and for me to always remember that I can rise from the ashes. Obsidian is volcanic glass, and out of destruction comes absolute beauty. Like, can you see this silver? This is actually like black. It might be easier on the back. Okay, it's black, but this stuff is all silver. It has like a silver shine to it, and it's called silver sheen obsidian. See? And this is for protection, spiritual growth, a lot of protection and transformation. That's the silver, but definitely protection stuff. So may the dragons be with us tonight. And I did see a lot of questions about the crystals. Yeah, see, and the ocean to cleanse ourselves. So I was thinking the crystals could, yes, you could definitely cleanse them in the ocean. I used to always do that when I had smaller collections. You just have to have them in something. I suggest a net bag. You know the bags that you use for your laundry, for like your delicates, for your bras and stuff? You can put your crystals in there and then put them in the ocean because the waves and stuff. But yes, Kayla, definitely use the ocean. It's absolutely perfect. Totally perfect. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Oh, and Shawnee had a chakra. Hold on. I don't know if I'll be able to fit the whole comment or not, but I sure will try. We did a chakra cleanse and crystal healing with Shawnee yesterday, I think it was. There goes Tabitha. And she said she had a chakra cleansing. Hold on. There we go. With MamaCole yesterday. Well, not yesterday. It was 2 days ago. I lost a day because I was exhausted afterwards, but I feel phenomenal. I highly suggest. My cats are going crazy for some reason. Anybody get it done. It's so spiritually awakening. Yeah, what I do with the crystal healing and chakra cleanse is I go in. It's a Reiki session with crystals, and so it's a healing, energetic session. And I go in and check your chakras, see what needs balance, add and pull and energies where it's needed. You love dragons, Hannah. Me too. I never used to work with dragons till a couple years ago on my spiritual path. I started working with them. Carrie says she loves Tabitha. She had a dog named Tabitha too when you were little. I have a cat named Tabitha, and it is after the Bewitched. I have a story. It's really funny. I'm in a 34-foot RV, and we have our cats. And I don't know if you can see behind me. I also have my bull, my pit bull. He's a. Where is he? You can't see him on the camera. He's in the pillows. I think that's his behind. I don't know, but he's right there. And we have cats. We have quite a few cats. And when I was trying to figure out the names for the cats, because we were giving them up for adoption, I was doing A through whatever. And the ones that didn't get adopted, my husband would not let me get rid of. So we have like cats from 5 different litters. And the mama cat passed, and she wasn't our cat. She was like a stray that I just kept trying to help. So I have a whole bunch of cats with really crazy names, but some are ABCs, and then some we changed them. You dream of dragons, Hannah? You probably work with them. Dragons can definitely be guides. But they can definitely be. My cats are like everywhere tonight. I don't know what is up with them. Go lay down. See, then I have Karma and Tabitha. They both look the same. They're gray tabbies. She's like right here on my desk. Sorry for the distractions. There's times they're like really around when I'm doing my spiritual work. It's really funny. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Does your grandson have any messages for you? You miss him terribly. I do see people are commenting about their loved ones, and I will get to that very, very shortly. Carrie says she has a pit boxer mix, a Yorkie, and 4 cats. And Shawnee says that she's had dragons come up like 12 times the last 3 days. So what I want you to know, guys, when you have messages that come up like that, like if there's a name or there's an animal or something like that comes up quite often, like 12 times in 3 days, like a whole bunch of times, please know that's your guides trying to get your attention. And they're like, hello, hello. Maybe it's time you start working with the dragons. This one, it has museum wax on it, so you can't really. This is a circle dragon. He's like an infinite dragon, and he's infinity symbol. So dragons are very protective guardians, and they will also help you if you're doing past life stuff. Welcome, Chelsea. I'm so glad you're here tonight too, honey. Thank you for coming and spending time with us. So please know, dragons, you're constantly getting the number sequences, Carrie says. Hi, Dawn. You'd love to communicate with animals? You can. It's very easy. It's really not hard. Yeah, Shawnee's dog and my dog look the same. They're the same red-nosed pits. It's really funny. One of my cat's names is Took, as a full of Took. He steals socks. Oh, that is so funny. So since we're starting with animals, you've seen dragons. I actually saw, and I have not had time to look it up. I don't know where my phone is right now. Okay, dragons are like other worlds. They're like ones that you can travel with in the astral realm. Hold on, I want to look up something else too. They're ones that you can travel with through the astral realm. Like if you're astral traveling, they're also protectors and guardians. Okay, so and we just saw the other night on our DoorDash route, we saw a coyote, and I was trying to remember. I was like, I think coyote's like fox, like he's a trickster and wanting to look at things from the other side, like with joy and laughter, and that's exactly what it is. Lori, it's fine. You were helping your mom. Don't never apologize for helping your mama. I'm so glad you're here. That brings me up on something. Lori said that she was helping her mom. We were in the city yesterday. You see my dog? Yeah, he's funny. But we were in the city yesterday, and I was brought to tears. There was this old man. I'd say he was in his 80s, and he had a special needs son who obviously was blind and very special needs, and probably in his 40s. They were walking back from the grocery store in the middle of the city, and the old man could barely walk, and his son was like holding his hand out like this. His son was like his cane, helping him walk, and they kept having to stop and like lean against stuff. I don't know what it was, but I was overcome with emotion. Like it was just so touching. And I wish there was something I could have done, but I was like in this little tiny car. Like I wanted to give him a ride, but I had no room. And just, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, oh my goodness. So I wondered why it hit me so hard, because I was really touched. Well, at the same time, there was stuff going on with my husband and his dad. So it was like spirit was just telling me, treasure these relationships that you have. No matter how hard or difficult they may be, always be there to bear the burdens of your family when you're able to. Like it was just such a beautiful, profound lesson. My son comes in. We were door dashing. He ran in to pick something up, and by the time he comes back in the car, I'm full on boo-hooing. I was boo-hooing so bad. He's like, Mom, are you okay? I was like, that's the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen in so many years. It was crazy. Hannah, what a great, you're not sure how to connect with your guides. I'll tell you, it's so easy. And if you join that Mystic Academy that Hollis is doing, they have so many good suggestions and like practical. I just teach per person, but Hollis has definitely got it going on as far as that. The way I connect with my guides is just simply start listening each day. Like take a moment to create a sacred space like we did, to open your circle or however you create your sacred space. Okay. And then you get your cards out, you start pulling cards, or you listen, and your guides are the ones that come in with that very strong, firm voice. And it's not yourself, but it's like an inner knowing, and they bring peace or guidance. That is your spirit guides. It's like that inner voice that you don't know really where it comes from, but it's so beautiful and peaceful. Okay. And that's how you start. You just start first in moments of silence. That's the most powerful thing that you have as a human is silence. A lot of times our world right now is made to disconnect us from spirit because there's so many distractions, visual, audio, technology. Like there's so many distractions in our life. And it's hard for us to receive messages because we're always on the go. Like we're always bombarded with so much. Okay, so just take time to slow down. Yeah, definitely take advantage of Hollis's The Mystic Academy because I know that there was a couple things in there that they were talking about connecting with your spirit guide and how easy it is. Um, I always, honestly, when I first started, I had a reading with a medium, one of my very first readings that I ever paid for, and they told me I have all these guides following me and like ducks, and I'm not doing anything with them. All you have to do is start asking them for help. Ask them to appear. Ask them to help you, give you guidance, suggestions. Let me know you're around, stuff like that. And they will start intervening, like start and giving them tasks. Hey, Michael, could you help me with this? My car, I want to make sure that we get there safely. Can you guys make sure that you bless the tires and the engine and the tranny, that no harm or accident comes upon us, and that we arrive there safely? And guess what? They will. It's really cool. Oh, see, I think spirit does that on purpose sometimes as a connection, Carrie. Carrie said that she saw a little girl a few weeks ago whose dad won a basket raffle. She was yelling, "Dad, you won!" And she grabbed the basket. He won and ran it over to him. I lost it and started crying. And that's so normal. I think it's just getting in touch with our feelings and seeing how beautiful and precious life is. It's absolutely, we are blessed. It's just sometimes life's hard and we take those simple moments for granted. Sarah, I just checked in with your turtle at the beginning. Do you have like a sofa or like an English looking chair, like a high back chair, with like the sides that are straight up? Because I think it's under like a piece of furniture. I got that it was in the house. Is Sarah's turtle by furniture? Will she be able to find him tonight? Yeah, it's by your furniture. Like I get that it's under the furniture or like in a crack under the furniture or like a wedge or something. But I get that he's inside. I hope you find him soon. Oh, let's see how everybody's. I'm just keep checking the comments. You see the dog in the background. Yeah, then I got Carl. Carl is the funniest cat. He's a gray and white cat, and he makes the funniest face. Carl. He's just gonna clean him. Carl, what are you doing? He makes really funny faces. Okay. Aw, thanks, Lori. So let's start some fun. Let's pull some cards. If anyone doesn't have any questions, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. If not, let's do some cards and some crystals. I also have my shells and stuff. I'm starting to get back into my charms. And I had to move my desk, so if you notice, I'm up here instead of back there. It's very different. Chelsea asks, what can I do to feel closer to my guides or my higher self? I feel there is a block for me and I'm not recognizing messages. I feel lost in life. Honestly, that's totally common. I don't know where I would highly encourage you to book a session. Honestly, let's take a look. Let's pull cards, connect with your higher self. All your higher self is she's like the one that's guiding you. Okay. And your guides, a lot of times it's as simple as us, like I said before, just taking time. Like not having a conversation, just getting up and running off, like actually sitting there and waiting to receive the messages, not just saying what you need to say and then walking away and getting up. I'm trying to find hold on. I cannot find my bookings thing. There. Um, but first off, I would suggest a reading. That's how you get a reading from me. It's right there. To connect to your guides, it doesn't take work. It just takes you kind of shutting off your muggle brain and being open to receive. Number one is you have to believe. You have to believe that a higher you exists. You are not just this mortal life in this body. You are made of stardust. You are an eternal being having a mortal experience. So the higher self that you're connecting to is your pure spirit soul. This is just a mortal being having an experience to learn. So in order to connect with that, the other thing too is for you to be a clear channel. Like I said, if you're always moving and always having distractions and sound and music and you're writing or you're scrolling or whatever, it's going to be really hard for anything to get through, any messages to get through. If you're driving in your car and you're just relaxed and open to messages, that's when you'll notice the numbers on the clock, or you'll notice a song that the words mean are like they're hitting home. They sound like it's your dad talking to you, or they sound like it's your loved one talking to you. Uh, that is an experience. That is their soul directly connecting with you at that moment. Okay. If you see animals, like I saw a coyote the other night, look it up. What does this mean? What is the metaphysical reason that I'm seeing this? If you're seeing dragons everywhere, or you're hearing Michael everywhere, Archangel Michael's around, the dragons are trying to get your attention. They want to work with you. Okay, just start being open to these experiences and realize there is absolutely no such thing as a coincidence. They're all validations and synchronicities. There aren't any coincidences at all. And the more, grandmother, I believe in you. Exactly. Hugs and huge royal coins channel. Welcome. So that's how you, I'm so glad, Lori. So that's how you connect, is just start believing, start clearing your channel energetically, getting rid of negative energies, getting rid of anger, grief. And it's not that you're like getting rid of it forever. You're just releasing it. Because when your channel is all staticky with all this negative energy, you can't receive these beautiful messages that are divine and higher energy, because your vibrations are too low and theirs are too high, and it's just too much to bridge the gap. And that's usually honestly why mediums are there to help, because when you're too much, like you can't do it because you're too wound up or whatever's going on, that's why a medium can come in and help you, and we can guide you. If you're lost on the path of life, it's okay. It happens to all of us. Get a reading. Let's look at your cards. Let's pull some cards and ask questions. We can do some of that tonight. Tonight's just like a little tiny sample of what I do. I am a spiritual coach. I do Reiki. I do past life regressions. I do crystal healing, where I can just flush energies out. I can help you remove some of those blockages and things if they're stuck in your chakras that you're just not able to. Like I can go in and help do that. So with that being said, I'm going to pull some cards tonight because I do see that so many people this time of year, a crystal for clearing negative energy. Honestly, the easiest crystal to work with is selenite right here. You see how it shines? Like this, to me, this is like angel, pure, heavenly, divine energy. But now, interesting fact. This is how you will see selenite to buy. It's brittle and crisp and like it dissolves easily in water. It's not one to wash in water, and it has like striations. I don't know if you can see. It has like, yeah, see the lines in it and stuff? This is what they sell as selenite, but this is actually called satin spar. This is selenite. Selenite is clear and glass-like. Okay? And this is clean. I don't even know what that is that's showing up on there. This satin spar, what this was used for, actually, selenite was used for guiding the Vikings and stuff, used it as a sunstone, and they would put it up and align the sun inside of it. And that's how they would go. But selenite is a great way to clear your energy and to cleanse. It's just like divine energy, and you can just like wash it over you. Like you just cleanse your aura all around your energetic field. This is also great to have in your house, in all four corners of your house. It invites angelic energy, peaceful, divine, universal energy, Christ consciousness, which all of that honestly is just love. Everybody has different word meanings for it. Healing energy, healing light, Christ consciousness, Reiki energy, divine energy, all of that, it's the energy of pure unconditional love. Okay? So this is selenite. It's a very cheap stone to buy. You can buy it in bulk. You can buy pounds of it. But it's also very easy to use. And just picking it up and just holding it clears the energy. It's very high vibrational stone. And what's funny is it's found all over the deserts out west. Yes, go get your cards out, guys. Welcome, Anna. Do you believe that people are chosen ones? Carrie, that is a great question. Now, we all have our paths. We all have our beliefs. Hollis believes anybody can do what we do. I believe some are chosen. I totally do believe in some chosen ones. And I think those are like the wounded healers, the ones who have suffered so much through life and that have this beautiful divine gift afterwards that come out of it and that can just do unexplainable things with the like communications with the other side or healings with the other side or see and do things that are just miraculous. Uh, there's things that I have experienced that I feel that I will never stop doing what I do because I was like what I do is just so mind blowing to me and has such life altering blessings to others that I'll never stop what I do. Like I've helped people come back from comas that should have died. Like I've just had experiences with angels and people passing, people missing, people, just so many crazy, unexplainable things. So I do believe in chosen people, but I don't believe like you're not a saint or anything like that. I just believe there was something in your soul contract that you agreed to a harsher life so that you could give more or be. And I also think the ones that are so-called chosen are at the end of their lives. Like they're the ones who have been here 500 times before. I'm thinking I should, Kayla, I would highly suggest cards because I love cards. I honestly, it's a great tool to use as you're growing in your spirituality. Okay. Sarah, I don't feel that your turtle's gone. She's got to be in the house. She's got to be in the house. Patience and planning. So grid your house, Sarah. Start at one corner of the house and check everything. Okay. And see if you can find her. Be patient. That's the card that I pulled for you, Sarah. So I get that she's there, but maybe you have to grid your house, because this even looks, if you look at it, it looks like a grid. So start in one corner and just check everywhere. Okay. Because I guarantee, I swear she's in the house. Okay, Miss Donna. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling cards. And now what I do is I'm using my Psychic Tarot deck. And I don't always go by the cards meaning, although it does, it does definitely have some influence. But I'm more of a divinator. Whatever messages come from spirit is what I convey, okay? So, Miss Donna. Donna, make sure you're using your authority and you're standing on your principles. This is perfect for you. Don't forget who you are. And realize you're the calm, peaceful one. It's like a father figure. See his dirty work hands and stuff? You know how fathers, like good dads, direct and they bring peace and calm and stability? So that's what this card is. This is the authority card. You do have authority, don't forget it. And you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So that is for Miss Donna. Don't forget that you are coming from authority, and it matters, okay? What you're doing matters. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just going where Spirit calls me, and also kind of down the list. Miss Anna said that she pulled a card. I'm going to pull a card for you too, Anna. You picked a card from your Archangel Michael deck. I love Archangel Michael. You got honor and trust your feelings. Your spirit animal deck gave you a dolphin. Reminds us to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to our lives and those around you. Trust your instinct and intuition rather than overthinking things. Those are two absolutely beautiful cards for you. Let's see what else we get. What does Anna need tonight? Obstacles and challenges. So along with the card is you have to honor and trust your feelings and always look for the good and realize that there are obstacles and challenges, but they're only in the physical world because you're being carried full circle. See the circle? And you're being guided by the light. This is just but a step. Okay, it's just but a little obstacle in the road. So I know what you're going through, and I know it's difficult and scary, but please trust in the divine and know that this is only temporary. So I hope that helps, Anna, and I hope it goes with your other cards too. Like it really does. Okay, Kayla. Yes, Kayla. Oh, Kayla. That's funny. Kayla, I just got called, and I don't pull these cards very often. I don't even know where they are. I have a mermaid deck. So you definitely are watched over and guided by the mermaids. Okay? And now some of these cards, no, I think they're all covered. Sometimes I have to watch some of my cards because they have female parts exposed. Kayla, what message does Kayla need tonight? Honor the masculine, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. Okay, this is like the guy within you, Kayla. Embrace your strength. Also embrace men and the masculine divine. That was also like the authority. Realize that masculinity plays a part in us being calm, cool, loving, with direction and firmness. Okay? At least that's what it is to me. So honor that part of you. Okay? Your masculine divine self. Because we all have the yin and yang. Okay? And Anna says that's exactly what's going on. I love that for you, Anna. Hannah's being brave and using her labyrinth deck. Good for you. That deck calls me out. And there's times that deck I don't know what they mean. So I have to look it up because there's like pots and stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this? So that deck, the labyrinth, always makes me feel so insecure. And I'm learning not to be that way. I'm learning I'm a divinator. So if I don't know the cards' meanings, it's okay because I know what they mean for the person I'm pulling them for. Because there's times I get my cards will call me out. It's really funny. Carrie said she found an Alice in Wonderland deck at a place down the street. There, when I go back, I'm going to buy it. My brother always compared me to Alice. He got me a shirt that says "Lost in My Own Little World." He knew me too well. I love that. I bet it'll be there for you. You're pretty masculine, actually, Kayla. It resonates. Good, Kayla. That's awesome. So that's just what you need to know. Embrace that part of you. It's there. That's beautiful. Hi, Sarah Barr. Good evening. Okay, let me hop over here. Lori, would you like a card? And Chelsea, I see you. Okay. Lori, yes, there is a crystal that'll help you if you are stressed. Hold on. Actually, there's a lot of crystals that can help with stress. But the number one is lepidolite. Lepidolite is a purple stone, and it's actually a rock formation of lithium. And it's purple, and it has like golden flecks of mica in it. This is a wonderful stone for stress. It's just calm, soothing, and quartz can also help. But quartz is a high vibration, but quartz is purple is your favorite color. But I would highly suggest lepidolite. If you on a budget, you don't have a lot of money, black tourmaline too. Black tourmaline is very grounding and soothing and protective, and it's black. Just about any black stone will help ground you. Also, petrified wood is an excellent stone when you're depressed. It's an ancestral love and deep connection to like Mama Gaia, because sometimes we're depressed because of loss or mother wounds, things like that. And there's other ways that we can heal or ground or heal from mother wounds with other mothers like Mama Gaia, which is simply Mother Earth. Okay. Miss Chelsea would like a card. I see you, Chelsea. I feel like you need another deck, Chelsea. How about the chakra jack? You're going to stress right now. Don't be stressed. No stress is allowed here. We are relaxing, taking care of your mama. Okay, Miss Chelsea. What messages does Chelsea? Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Inspiration, ideas, spark, conception, and impulse. Chelsea, you need to be inspired. You need to remember to dream. The ideas will spark your impulse and conception of a new life. So if you're feeling like lost and like no direction and stuff, let's spark some creativity. And that's going to spice up your inspiration, okay? Ideas, like try to think of things that you loved and enjoyed as a child and maybe embrace those or those crafts or those gifts, those things that you did then. So would you like a card, Lori? I think that's what you're saying, but I'm not positive. I just would like permissions, okay? Carrie, yes. I don't sell petrified wood, Donna. I do know, I'm sure Hollis does, but their collection's probably in storage, like who knows where it is. But I do have pendulums, and I might have petrified wood actually. I'll have to look, okay? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get Carrie a card real quick while everybody else is answering Lori over on Facebook. Okay, I'll get you next, Lori, okay? And I see those others on Facebook, so I will get to you. Okay, so Carrie. Now, Carrie, I'm seeing animals with you, so you're going to get my spirit deck. I love this deck. I waited like 2 years to get this deck because it was an expensive deck. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I wish you could see it. Like, it's all sketched with all these so many little scribbles and details. And I love these cards. This was Chelsea, wasn't it? No, I'm sorry. This is Karen. It's really funny. Were you the one that just mentioned the Alice in Wonderland? Because I'm seeing a white rabbit with you. But you got love, choice, and trust. You got wolves. Wolves are all about love. They come in a pack. They can't survive on their own. They have to trust each other. And you do have choices. You can choose to be the lone wolf, but you shouldn't be. You need to be part of a pack. So you need to stop isolating and choose to trust. Okay, choose love and to trust. So I hope that resonates with you, Carrie. Um, there's a really good book, A Woman Who Runs with the Wolves, that I think would, you had a white cat, okay. I think it would be really helpful. Animals are your biggest passion, so that's why. So you might want to look into this deck, Spirit Song Tarot, or some more animal decks. And were you the one also that wanted to communicate with animals? I didn't even realize that was possible until some of mine started passing the last few years. And now they work with me from the other side. Like they're my guides and stuff. The best crystals for grief are also, Kathy, the lepidolite, smoky quartz, amethyst, stuff for your heart. And the other one that I would highly suggest is rose quartz. So the purple stone, this rose quartz, which is a pink, okay? Lepidolite and smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is a gray quartz, okay? And there's also a thing called Apache tears, which I love to use. And what they are is they're obsidian, little obsidian tears, and there's a story about them, of these women whose sons were brave warriors, and they ran into battle knowing that they were going to die, but they still went to battle anyway. So in honor of them, the mothers went to the cliff and cried tears out, and I believe they killed themselves. Well, the tears were found, like they jumped off the cliff. The tears were found underneath the cliff, and they were obsidian tears. So they called them Apache tears for these Apache famous warriors and their mothers. Talk to your friends more. Usually during the winter, I isolate, but I've been more social. This absolutely resonates. Thank you so much. Always appreciate it. I'm so glad, Carrie. So, no, that's just a validation. Keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, I believe your brother set the white rabbit. Your friend gave you Apache tears after your daddy-o passed away. So, Kayla, did you ask that question? Because what's really funny is I don't always mention Apache tears. Like, I seriously will not usually mention Apache tears because of the controversy over them. I grew up in New Mexico and have Navajo friends and stuff, so I always resonate with the lore and the legends and things like that. But I very rarely have shared that. And I'm looking to see if I have it. So please know that's your dad's way of validating that he is here. Okay? He's with you, and he's aware that you have the Apache tears. So maybe when times get tough, pull that Apache tear out. It's a very sacred and I don't think I think that's it. Okay. So know that it is there to help you. I think that was my map. That's my Apache tier. See, it's obsidian. See the glass? Yeah, that's my Apache tier there. There we go. Okay, so I hope that helped. And lepidolite. Now, Lori. Thanks, Lori. It's what I do. Did I get you a card, Lori? Chelsea said, inspiration is exactly what I've been seeking. I feel like I'm in the wrong career, but I don't know which direction to go. Chelsea, why don't you gift yourself a reading for Christmas, and let's pull your cards and do a wheel of the year where I pull one for each month, and it'll give you direction, it'll give you guidance, it'll help with career, love. It'll tell you what's going to happen each month of the year and give you guidance. I love doing those, especially this time of year. Okay, Lori. Lori, you're going to get the Psychic Tarot cards. And if I drew for you already and I'm coming back to you, it just means there's another message for you. Because I really don't remember your readings. I connect with spirit, pull the card, and then I forget I don't. It doesn't. Of course you can have a card. That's what I was just doing, Lori. Of course. Now, this is really funny. I'm seeing a door slamming, and I don't know if it's you slamming the doors. Oh, and you got the authority. And I hope you guys saw I shuffled these like 7, 8 times. You got the authority also. And I saw like a door slamming. So is there something you need to close out? Like you need to stand in your conviction and realize that you made the right choice, shut the door and keep moving forward. Or is someone like closing the door on you? But there's a door closing with authority, with strength. Realize this is the right path. This is the right choice. This is the right decision. Stand by it with authority and know that you're in the right direction. Okay, I hope, and this is like a fatherly figure. I always look at his dirty hands, and he's honorable. Like he's honorable. He's got light behind him. Like he's got the columns of strength, the pillars of justice, like he's balanced, calm. So I hope that resonates with you, Lori. Let us know, okay? Hi, Amanda. Welcome. Kayla asked protection. Yeah, when you brought up protection, I was going to bring it up that I got it for grief. Yes. And protection is obsidian, black tourmaline. I also use, this is huge for me. This is called Libyan gold. It's actually a tektite, which is from outer space. It's a meteorite that fell to the earth before mankind. Like it's super old. It is found in the Israeli desert, I believe, is where it's from. But you can't. They're hard to get. They're pretty expensive. But I use this as a shield. This is my strongest protection, and then I have it amplified with a Herkimer diamond on top. So that's what I use. I also use black onyx, tourmaline, and obsidian. Okay. Welcome, Amanda. And exactly the one I was wondering about Till brought up. Mine's the same. Yeah, yours is the same too. Okay, Miss Amanda. And I see you, Wendy. Yeah. And sometimes, okay, if you feel like a card is for you, it is. Okay. Somebody else's reading, there's no coincidence that you're here. Sometimes we don't listen to our own messages, but we might be able to hear it better through somebody else's. So that's just the guides validating something that you have going on. That's totally normal. Good. I'm glad it helped, Kathy. Okay, Amanda, Miss Amanda. Amanda, I'm getting like a rushing heart rate, like a nervousness, anxiety, anxious. I don't know if there's a decision you're trying to make, something that you're really anxious or nervous about. This is a spiritual union. So whatever it is that you're anxious or nervous about, you need to stop and realize it's all in the cards, literally. Okay, a spiritual union is like a connection, a deep connection, a partnership, working with someone else. It's not always a love relationship. This is spirituality. This could be a teacher, like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I'm getting this as a spiritual union. If you're anxious about lessons that you're taking or something that's going on, or your spiritual path, know that you are in the right place. It takes two, okay? And you can't do this alone. So you need to seek out a coach or a teacher for sure. And I get that's what this is. Like, stop being nervous and just go for it. You you're fine. You're going to be in good hands. If you need one, I'm here. I might like not trying to be corny with that, but that's what this card is. This is meaning that there's a spiritual union. These are your third eyes connecting. Okay, right here. So it's a deep spiritual connection, whether that's with another person, but yeah, it's your spiritual path. So don't be afraid. Realize that it's all ahead of you. And it does take, like, sometimes you do need another partner, okay? Miss Wendy. Wendy, you're supposed to get something else. I'm going back to the chakra cards for you, Wendy. And now, Wendy, for you, I'm saying it's really unusual. A male peacock, like in all his glory, with his tail totally out, um, desires. And I don't know if she's appropriate to show. This is desires, your goals, your passion, and craving fulfillment. And that would also be the peacock. He's desirous of, she just has her breast out. Facebook, I don't know. But this is your desires, your goals, your passion. Desires aren't always sexual, Wendy, but this is saying for you to reach out. Like, see how she's reaching out? Keep reaching for those goals, those passions. Um, it's okay to crave fulfillment. It's okay to crave those desires. Keep going for them, Wendy, okay? And the peacock is like, it's okay to stretch your stuff. Like, it's okay to look sexy. It's okay to have human desires and emotions, Wendy. You need to embrace them, okay? Because you're entitled to fulfillment just like everyone else. So whether that's, that can be in all different ways, however you need to hear that. Okay, so I hope that helped you, Wendy. Let me know in the comments, honey, okay? Let's get back over to YouTube. Oh, you just drew a card for me. What did you draw? I'm going to end soon because I usually end about an hour to an hour and a half. But I make sure everybody gets a reading. Now, if you guys have you do authority. Now, if you guys have, okay, Hannah. Oh, I get that. Hannah says that she loves hearing other people's cards and need to pull cards more often. I still just do with the nest being empty now. I totally understand that. I have a partially empty nest right now as my husband's up north because my father-in-law is battling colon cancer at the moment. So it's really different. I couldn't imagine the grief, when what you guys are going through. And all of my children are moved out except for one. I have a special needs son, and the house is quiet. I totally get that. But what you need to do, Hannah, is take the time to draw your cards, and always pay attention when others are drawn. Now, what I'd like to do, if you do have your decks, let's draw a card together. And why don't we ask, how about what can we do as a collective to be more receptive, okay? To be able to work with spirit more. Like, what can we do as a collective to connect? Okay, I'm asking more like for you to be able to connect to your higher self, to your spiritual guides, um, to your past. That seems to be kind of like an underlying thread that we had today. Okay? Yeah, authority is okay, Lori. It just means that um, you need to stand firm in your convictions and your beliefs. Okay? Or challenge them even. Okay, so what do we... Woo! What do we need to do to help us connect easier? I want everybody to pull a card. So what do you need to do to help connect easier? And mine's truth. This is the scales of justice. He's literally standing on the scales. You need to believe in the truth. You need to believe it is true. It is real. It's all about belief. Believe in the truth. So that's what I got. What did you guys get? Pull it with that question. You're so welcome, Wendy. So, what is getting in the way? What did you guys draw? What did you draw, Hannah? Yep, pull one now if you guys got one. What's getting in the way of you connecting? Mine's truth. So truth is getting in the way because I don't always believe in the truth. And it can stare me straight in the face. I have experiences. I was just at the college last couple weeks ago, and we went by a building, and it said specimens and, what was it? Specimens and something. And it ended up being the cadaver building where they kept the specimens and stuff. And I had a connection with spirits then that were, I was like, oh my gosh. And they're like, it's fine. We want to be here. We're helping science. We like it here. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that was true. Like, it was just crazy. So truth is, I need to realize these experiences are true. They're valid. And they're absolutely amazing. Okay. And you don't always have to explain them with your muggle mind. And like always, I will pull a card for the collective when I'm done. So did you guys pull a card? And what did you get? Anyway, I had to refresh my comments. And if not, if you didn't, that's okay. So, 5 of pots fell out. Oh, talk about what I needed to hear. It's really hard when you first start the spiritual path and you're having experiences and you're getting messages and you're thinking that you're crazy or you're nuts because somebody just passed and they're talking to you. Because I've had that happen because they knew what I did. So please know it's all normal and it's all true. Another stone I wanted to show before I left was, this is called Golden Healer. This is great for grief also. Okay. Now I do feel I just got, I don't know if Shawnee's still here because she didn't want a card and I don't know if she got hers or not. She just popped in my head. Don't stay gloomy if you have had a setback. Accept a turn of events and move on. Exactly. Just continue to move on. So if anybody is here that did not receive a reading, please let me know. And Shawnee, if you're still here, let me know if I got you or not, because I don't think I did. I know I got Sarah. You got the 6 of Acorns from my Spirit Song deck. Oh, tell me about that, Chelsea. What is the 6 of Acorns? Is it like pentagrams? Like, is it blessings? Because acorns are very big in, oh, you got a Spirit Song deck. We have the same deck. So is that a plentiful bless? Oh, wait. 6 of Acorns, by getting in the way of your spiritual path. So what is that to you? Is it an overabundance of things? Sarah, I didn't get you. Okay, Sarah, I got you, sweetheart. Sarah Barr. Sarah, you're getting a totally different deck. They got me digging for something. I don't know what. My Crow Tarot, Sarah. Did you get this last time? I don't always pull this deck out because this is one of my intimidating decks. Because it's so, like, straight and to the point. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. Oh, they want me to regularly shuffle. Huh. Sarah, 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 Sarah. Oh, that one jumped and flew on the ground. 8 of Pentacles. This is finances, money. Okay? You can keep for a rainy day, but it's better to enjoy it and spend it now. Okay, Sarah? Like, it's okay to spend. Just make sure you're not spending frivolously. And I get like you're really focused on the money, and there's really no reason to be. Okay, it's okay, Lori. We're about ready to end anyway. You have a good night, Lori, and thank you so much for coming. So, Sarah, what I'm getting is for you to stop worrying about finances, realize that you have exactly what is needed. And if you don't worry about it, it'll all come to you as it's supposed to. Okay, Sarah? So I hope that helps. Acorns are such an unknown resource that a lot of people don't know about. Yes, they really are, Hannah. That's very true. Very huge resource. And Chelsea says it says success, triumph, enthusiasm, and leadership. So that's getting in your way. Success and triumph. So are you afraid of success and triumph for your spiritual gifts? Like, how would that relate to, what's getting a question that we asked? Your intention that you had with that card pull. How would that relate to it, do you think? Bye, Lori. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, did I get everybody's cards? If not, please holler real quick. It sounds right, Sarah. Good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from our Soul Truth card, and this usually gives us homework for the week. And it also usually, honestly, aligns with whatever we were working with. Like whatever message, they almost always line up. So what do we need to know for this coming week as a collective? First off, we need to take it slow. How can I surrender even more in this moment? So maybe part of what we need on our spiritual path is surrender. Okay, it says, it is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Okay, a mantra for today is I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. This is freaking amazing. So stop trying to control everything. This is perfect for this holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, Hanukkah, Yule, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, try to release that control and surrender into the moment. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel. Because if you're trying to control everything, you're not going to be able to receive any blessings or any messages because you're trying to control everything. Okay, so we have to release the control and let the universe have some breathing room. Let go of the wheel. Trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. That is absolutely beautiful. So you know your spiritual path is the correct one. You may not be able to see it or be able to make sense of it now, but know that it's coming and that you are on the right path. Okay? Staring at my cat in the background. Which one's in the background? Carl. I think that's actually two. That's Carl and Tabitha curled up. And they're two different litters. Carl is like the father cat. He watches over all of them. He's one of the oldest. And then that Tabitha was from the last litter. So she's one of the youngest. And then we got Mikey right. Hold on. Look. See Mikey right there? And they're all rescued, adopted, like, yeah. So thank you so much. And I hope everyone has had a wonderful evening. Remember, every Thursday, I'm not sure what next Thursday is. You needed this card, Carrie. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it resonated with everyone. I do. If you're driving, please don't participate. If you're not driving, it's okay. I'd like you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. We're going to just release our guides, angels, guardians, loved ones, and our higher self. Thank you so much for these beautiful messages and for this time to gather together in spirit. Amen, aho, and so mote it be. Thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you next week. I hope you have a great evening. Take care.